Mostert. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Brady. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Brady going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out. And the Wizards are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Walker. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Eaton. The big tight end is intended target, but it'll be second down. Throwing, Hundley. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
49 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Down right around the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. These two teams all tied after 1. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Brady now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Wizards have moved out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Hundley. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll run with Harris. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. So it goes as a... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From midfield, here's Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Throwing is Brady on third down. Got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Wizards are able to stretch out their lead. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Now Bush on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with.
And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 73 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That's swung out to Mostert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Brady, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Wizards are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man. Complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Brady. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
On play action, they'll throw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try now for Succop. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Bush on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
45. Mike, 45.
From the 31, Hundley. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster already already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Hundley going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Wizards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing, Hundley. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hundley. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hundley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Brady.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw